Enraged Muslim protesters launched a deadly attack today against a United Nations compound in northern Afghanistan. The source of their rage? An obscure U.S. church and its inflammatory actions. David Commons following this story from New York tonight. David?
Diana, this is the worst ever loss of life for the United Nations in Afghanistan, an attack that was sparked a world away in Florida by a fringe Christian group that burned a Koran.
The Quran is charged with the training and promoting of terrorist activities around the world.
Pastor Terry Jones and his few followers are armed with both guns and heavy criticism from Muslims.
I believe that we have the verdict.
The church put Islam's holy book on trial for inciting murder and found it guilty.
To burn the Quran, shred the Quran, drown the Quran, or that the Quran would face a firing squad.
The favorite punishment, said Jones, was burning, so they set it on fire and filmed it. Though we at the CBC don't see much need to show all of it. The video made its way to Afghanistan, igniting this mob which attacked a UN district office. Men climbed the blast walls, tore down the barbed wire, killing the guards and those inside. At least 13 people, 7 of them foreigners, including a Swede, 4 Nepalese guards, and a 53-year-old Norwegian woman pilot.
And this was an outrageous and cowardly which cannot be justified under any circumstances, and I condemn in the strongest possible terms.
But that crowd did justify the murders. The devil America burnt the Holy Koran, says this protester. We call for the punishment of those who dishonored our Holy Koran.
Very confident that it will.
Terry Jones says he has no regrets. He hit the world stage last summer trying to launch a Burn the Koran Day, though he backed down after heavy condemnation from the American military, politicians, and president.
Stunt that he is talking about pulling.
This time, though, there was no warning. The killers were in that crowd in Afghanistan, not in the church in Florida. And yet in this country, and indeed here at the United Nations, questions about how such a marginal group could ignite such a fierce response so far away. Diana?
David, it's actually been almost 2 weeks since that church burned the Koran. Why did this attack happen today?
Well, the video only hit the internet about 5 days ago, and there was a limited response in places like Pakistan and a couple of other countries, but it really wasn't until today in Afghanistan at Friday prayers when clerics were able to put it before an audience of thousands. So when that crowd left the mosque today, they left angry, and they went looking for a place to vent it violently.
Thanks, David. David Common at the UN tonight. Afghan police have arrested 20 people, including an alleged ringleader of the attack. As for the American pastor, he said today's violence simply proves his point.